Hello everyone, Sagi Bottom back here with this will be the third installment of my Swamp Creatures collection. First thing I want to show you right here. Uh, of course, the main character I like here is my Swamp Thing. Let me just back this up here. Now that right there is a Bernie Wrightson. It's the Artifact Edition. It is a swamp. It's like basically you're looking at the art of Bernie Wrightson. If you're a Swamp Thing enthusiast or even a big Bernie Wrightson fan, you really want to get that book because you can see the pencil work, the inking of his style. I mean, Bernie Wrightson was just was an incredible artist especially when it comes to creatures of horror. I mean, I had the honor of meeting him once. There was maybe 20 years ago at a Rosemount convention, and he signed my the book called The Look Back. I'll show that at a later date. I got to sign an autograph from him and everything like that. Really, really nice guy. I mean, it's a terrible loss to the art community that he's passed away. But like I said, when it comes to Swamp Thing, even horrors, there was probably no other artist who could probably really just match what he was able to do. I mean, like you could just see from that swamp creature, the Swamp Thing. Man, his work was just incredible. I just look at that ink. It's like you would swear the guy was just took an IV full of inks, just stabbed it right in his hand, and just the ink just poured out. His work was so beautiful. He didn't even need color. His books would have been just fine, just in black and white. You know, I mean, once again, like I said, Bernie Wrightson was just an incredible artist. I just absolutely love his work. I got a lot of stuff of his. I'll get to show that later on. Like even with his stuff with Frankenstein, but his best work when he just did stuff in black and white, like I said, his work did not even need color. Sometimes I just wish I had it in black and white because, like I said, I love this book because his work is just absolutely incredible. But with that, I'm going to go talk about what my Swamp Thing collection. The very first thing I want to show you right here is it's the If You Dare Enter the House of Mystery. Now, this book is supposed to be considered the prototype of Swamp Thing with his I don't know if it's concept or design, but there's a lot of books you see these characters, they always have their first appearance, but then there's certain rare books that, and this one is not very expensive at all. You could get it at a really, really cheap price, but in this book is supposed to be considered the prototype to the Swamp Thing himself. So I recommend getting that. With that, and then I'm going to show my first appearance of Swamp Thing was in A House of Secrets, issue 92. I actually got two copies of those. This one's got a really better cover. But like I said, it's, as you can see, it's Swamp Thing and it's first. You know what I mean? This was the beginning of it all. Like I said, with Bernie Wrightson. I mean, there. He was just like incredible. I just can't say enough about Bernie Wrightson. I absolutely love this work. And then I also have Swamp Thing issue number 1. And once I got this, it just started. I just knew that I had to get this entire collection when I started seeing these books coming out. So, but like I said, Swamp Thing, it's I know if most of you see there's got that TV series they have for DC. It's a shame that it was, from what I'm hearing, that it was canceled. It's just probably the season 1. I think they were running issues with budgets and probably locations and everything like that. That's just a terrible shame because I was waiting for all seasons because DC had it as a preview that you could only watch. You had to it's like a Netflix, which I thought one of the biggest mistakes they made was they put it on. They should have just put it on Netflix instead of creating a DC universe. It would have been a lot more better, I think, for everybody if they just put it on Netflix because I think it would have did a better job right there. But like I said, the season was canceled. I think they're still finishing up in season 1. But I got 2 issues of number 6 here. I might have some doubles of some of these books because some of them is more of like if I'm at the bookstore and I see them, if I see them at a good price, no matter what, I'm always picking them up because I'm like thinking I could always just upgrade. So that's always what I like about that one. This one was a really good issue because it had Batman in it, which was but like see, there's also, you get to see how Bernie Wrightson handled Batman. He had that, it's sort of a nice Neil Adams feel to it too, but it was really, really good. I mean, like I said, this is probably one of my favorite covers of of the Swamp Thing collection. It's just like I said, his the color was really. I mean, he did some really good with, but his work. He didn't need color. I mean, like it was black and white, just absolutely incredible. And this is another one of my favorite covers. I thought this one was always should have been issue one. So because it shows the front and exactly what the Swamp Thing actually looked like. So, but you know, I actually got two of those. Right there. Okay. But like I said, it's a shame that the DC, of course, they had two. Well, somehow the first movie was successful. The second one was okay, you know. But what's great thing about this book over here with the Swamp Men is that it has an interview with the creators, Bernie Wrightson and excuse me, I'm sorry, and Lynn Wein. It has an interview with both of them. I don't want to be a spoiler on it or anything like that, but it's unfortunately it seemed like their relationship didn't always, with the success of the movies and everything like that, it sort of put some rifts between the two. And that's a shame because they had a really good start in friendship and everything like that, and its creativity and just timing, and it sort of ruined some relationships and friendships. I mean, get the Swamp Man book, get this book right here. I can't remember, and read the article yourself, and it's just kind of sad how it ended and everything like that, you know. But like I said, with Bernie Wrightson gone, it's just a tragic loss to the world with an incredible artist and everything like that. But like I said, Swamp Thing has always been one of my favorite because it's once again, he didn't speak, and of course he was another one of those characters where more of a science experiment, and people trying to steal it from him, and things just goes wrong, and he gets exposed by the chemicals and everything like that. Now, of course, I don't have the Swamp Thing saga, which from what I'm hearing and from what I've seen from previews and reading some of it, that Alan Moore sort of changed some of the concept of him, where Swamp Thing is a creature. His origin now is he was a creature that thought he was a man, while before Swamp Thing thought he was a man that was turned into the creature. So I mean, it put a little spin on the Swamp Thing origin. I don't have the Swamp Thing saga. I was just, for me, the only reason why I don't have it is just saying that was an interesting story, but it's just that I was just so used to Bernie Wrightson just doing it, and when other artists, their interpretation of Swamp Thing was okay. But it's one of those things, just that you see this unique style, and it's just kind of hard to see it in other artists' interpretations of it. And it just didn't, I don't know, I just sort of lost interest in when Bernie Wrightson sort of left the book. But from my saying, I'll still try to get the Swamp Thing saga. It's like, from what I'm hearing, it was really good. It changed the origin of it. Even though it's Swamp Thing now, it seems like he's more of like this avatar, like I said, it's more of a guardian of the earth, and he's very, from the way they say now that he understands his true origin, who he really is, his powers is his power level has really increased. So he's at a higher level when it comes to powers and abilities and everything like that. And but I guess that's okay. But it's just like, for me, it's like once I've seen I'm just sort of spoiled, old school. I saw the origin a certain way, and I just sort of like it like that, because I think sometimes DC, the downside with DC sometimes when they do the characters is sometimes they can make the characters a little too powerful, and when you do that, you take some of the I don't want to say humanity out of them. You know, I don't know if that's the right word I want to use, but it just takes from them. You know, Swamp Thing, this winter special, this is an incredible story. I mean, the ending, I'm not gonna say how it ends. Recommend read for Swamp Thing. It's called, like I said, Winter Special. It's 80-page giant, worth $8, which I was really happy with that and everything like that. But the ending, I wasn't expecting the ending the way it was, and it did end well. Which more of just like sort of like you weren't expecting it. So I don't know. I don't want to be a spoiler or anything like that. But it's a really good story. I highly recommend that. And also too, you know, every once in a while I get these reprints like right here, like look at that, man, Bernie, man, you was just incredible. I mean, he's got the other one. There's another one like this, because these right here are just nothing but reprints. but he's got another one where he did one. He's got Frankenstein and the werewolf on it. I actually have that, but it's a really beat up copy, and I should have pulled it out and I didn't. But I'm looking for that one to upgrade it to a newer one, because I really like that one. And of course, then Walmart had this Swamp Thing special right here, the Halloween horror, and I got that right there too. So now, even though this is weird, when it comes to swamp creatures, Swamp Thing, I have just probably not as much. I got more Man Thing in my collection than I do the Swamp Thing, because it was just like, I sort of like the entire series when it comes to Man Thing. But Swamp Thing was just for me, it was just sort of, this first run was my favorite, and I love it. And like I said, it's just incredible. Bernie Wrightson is a lost world, But like I said, it's like, if you like artwork, if you really like his artwork, you want to see some more about the Swamp Thing, you know what? Get this book right here. It's just, oh man, this book is just beautiful. Bernie Wrightson and everything like that. So of course you can see my Conans and my Red Sonja. But that's another one. I'll be showing those next, because I'm another big fan of Conan and everything like that. Well, like I said, this is part 3 of my Swamp Men, Creatures of the Muck collection, and I'll figure out what I'm gonna do next. I might go with Conan. I might see. But like I said, thanks you for stepping by, and leave a comment and a like if you like, and share with others to help me. Any of you who just watching these videos, and it's like, please share the videos. Let other people know about it, so I could just like try to get some more people for some subscribers and everything like that. So, but like I said, thank you for stopping by, and I'll make some more videos, and I'll catch you later.